Okay, let me address at least one comment here. This is why I am, what can you say? This is why I am like I am. Now then, from this, I won't say who it's from. You can read the comments yourself. This comes from "This one will hurt you," because you can never be free. The fool will never be free. So here, this person says, "Don't let yourself down, man. When oppressed becomes oppressor, full stop. Don't let yourself down, man. When oppressed becomes oppressor." What does that mean? Am I the oppressed? Becoming the oppressor? What are you saying? Who knows? It's open. Okay. Next line. See if we can make any rational sense over the next line. You see what I'm getting at, people? You see, I'm talking, there isn't even people that can write fucking intelligent conversations. They can't write things in a structured way with the right, correct punctuation. Or they don't read anything back to ask themselves, does that make sense to me? Have I explained myself? Have I made a point of what I'm speaking about, who I'm speaking to? No, but barely a single comment ever does that. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. And that's why the world's fucked. So, you said that you like Hitler and respect the powers that be in the past video I just watched. Yeah? And what? I get where you're coming from, but you're going down that power trip tangent. What power trip tangent? Am I rallying up a force? Am I trying to set up my own political party? Am I exercising my power over the masses? Or am I just stating my opinion on a 2-bit fucking YouTube channel? What fucking power trip tangent? Okay, so again, you lost me, mate. Just take things with a pinch of salt, bro. It's not that serious. What's not that serious? Do you think millions of swarthy folk coming into many countries for a very nefarious reason isn't serious? Do you think not thinking about what's going on in the world, not keeping check on our politicians, isn't serious? What level of what's going on today isn't serious? There's a whole lot of shit that's going on that is very, very serious. And so you'll find out how serious it is when you're hopping on one leg in about 2 inches of fucking space, when you can't fucking move anymore, when you all live in tiny little cubicles, when the power of be have got their own way, because they consider you the absolute scum of the earth, useless fucking eaters, and useful idiots. And as long as you're tarmacking their roads, and you're building their factories, and you're processing their food, you've got a purpose. Other than that, you've got no purpose. No fucking purpose. You see, when you look at the human race and the menial tasks that they do, they are no fucking different to ants, just doing menial tasks from the cradle to the grave with that level of nothingness going on inside their heads. And so, I'm grateful for people that bottle my beer, that make my microphone, that, work in sweatshops, producing computers and all that. Yeah, some fucker's got to do it. I ain't ever going to do it. Right? And so, yeah, there's lots of lowly souls that do that. And that's what they've come in this dimension to do. Is there anything there to respect? Is there anything to respect in an ant colony when you've just got ants just fucking carrying rocks out the fucking tunnel, fucking dumping it down, going back, carrying a rock out, fucking dumping it? What's to respect about that? you know, you respect the intelligence overall of how that operation comes about, but it doesn't come about with any of the ants. It comes about through the ether, through the morphic resonance. So you respect that, but you can't find it. It's something that's not visible, not tangible, not measurable. It's just the genius of the cosmos. Oh, okay, I'm intrigued by that. I respect that. What's to respect about human beings, really? Very little I've found, people, very little. So I get where you're coming from, but you're going down that power trip tangent. Okay, just take things with a pinch of salt, bro, because it's not that serious. For example, the mind will cling onto concepts, analysis and belief, and powered by a big ego, you can become an oppressor without knowing it. Alright, well, I wonder how, fuck. Ooh, right, that sounds good, interesting. I could become an oppressor without knowing it. Fucking hell, tell me more. I'm all ears. You know, because I don't think there'd be nothing more enjoyable than, you know, actually becoming an oppressor, rising up through the ranks of power and having jurisdiction over the whole world. Ooh, sounds like, you know, a Dr. Evil, if you ask me. How exactly am I going to be doing that? Rising up and becoming an oppressor? Well, fucking hell. I just wish it was true. I wish it was true. You come across this way, sadly, quite frequently. Sadly for who? How sadly? How sadly? Why? Sadly because I'm not appeasing you. I'm not giving you what you want. You like some of the things I say. You never fucking comment on anything really. But granted, you know, you do, you know, comment. So more than, you know, the vast majority of people. But you know, you see, this is the thing. When I make these videos, I get your attention. I get a reaction from you. When I make real videos that, you know, you seem like you want, oh, peace, man, chill, man, spiritual, man, oh, peace and love, man. When I make that shit, you say, fuck all. You fucking flatline. And so, when I make those videos, I go, that was some good fucking shit. And these motherfuckers are dead as dodos. Okay, I'll fucking lay it on the line for them now, the cunts. Let's see if they're like this one. I turn on the camera and I give it to you. Oh, blue, 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 blue. Oh, you're letting yourself down. Oh, it's sad. Oh, you're better than this. And all that shit. Come on, Muppets. Fucking grow up. Behave. Just take things with a pinch of salt, bro. It's not that serious. For example, the mind will cling onto concepts, analysis and belief, and powered by a big ego, you become an oppressor without knowing it. Fuck me. Whoa, one day I'm just going to fucking wake up and I'm going to be an oppressor. I look forward to that fucking day. You come across this way, sadly, quite frequently. It's totally okay, though. Well, why are you saying it then? If I come across fucking as an oppressor and, you know, egotistical, and it's okay, well, why are you saying it? Obviously, it's not okay. Is it okay or isn't it okay? I'm confused. Maybe I'd like to explain. Remember that old lady in the graveyard, and how you couldn't argue with that heart. I never had the heart to tell her that she was a misguided fool, you know, a few fucking weeks or months before her death. So I was exercising my kindly spirit, but the woman was a fool. Been a fool all of her life. But, you know, a pleasant fool, a useful idiot. I don't know what she did in her life, but oh, she's plodding on and she's sweeping the grass away from her husband's tombstone. And oh, they don't come round and sweep the grass away, you know. They cut the fucking grass. What do you want them to do? Polish the fucking tombstones. That's your job, you silly old bitch. You know, and oh yeah, it's all about the heart, it's all about the heart, yeah, in an ideal world. In some sort of fiction fantasy, it is all about the heart. But in this so-called fucking real world, the heart doesn't get much of a look in, to be fair. Oh well, we need more people with the heart, yeah, whatever. Then, you know, the cosmos needs to send us more Mother Teresa's, to be fair. But I look around and, fucking hell, there's only ever one. Where's the rest of the cunts? They're not here, are they? they, people? So get fucking real. I'm real. I'm telling you what I fucking see and feel about this fucking place. And the fucking Muppet's called the Pink Ape. I love this life experience. I love the natural world. I love all fucking living creatures except the pink ape. The pink ape are a degenerate fucking mutation. They are heinous. They've done so many heinous things on this planet that it's not even fucking worth mentioning. You know, and then, you know, they can do some good stuff here, you know, a push, a shove, but it's all driven by their own ego, isn't it? I'm going to be this wonderful artist, and you know, everyone in the world's going to think I'm wonderful. I'm going to be this amazing singer, and I'm going to be on the stage. It's all ego, 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 ego. Self-serving fucking ego. If the human being was worth any fucking thing, they'd all be sitting under a tree meditating, and they'd all be feeding the fucking birds, and they'd be planting stuff and fucking doing all that shit. But they're not. They're greedily grabbing and snatching everything in their fucking vicinity. And so you're telling me to chill out? You need to watch more videos, please. My videos. You come across this way, sadly, quite frequently, but it's okay. Remember that old lady, blah blah. I too get like this, but I often feel it makes me feel terrible after I belittle the meek and cowards. Well, I don't. I feel fucking great. It doesn't make any difference to me whatsoever. I can bang on about the meek and the cowards and the fucking tards 24 hours a day, and my pulse won't raise it one fucking beat, and you know, I'll sleep like a baby. So if it affects you, and then don't do it. It doesn't affect me. And so all sorts of courses. And my ego takes over and secretly enjoys belittling people. Which isn't really wholesome or conducive. There you go, the evil human being secretly enjoys belittling people. If you enjoy it, oh fucking hell, man, you know, you can get away with it, and if you don't fucking lose sleep over it, then why not? You know, there's plenty of material out there, and so set up your own channel and do what I do. Just fucking chastise the twats from dawn till dusk. They're worth fucking nothing. Nothing. Like I say, 1 in a fucking 1,000's got something to say. 1 in 1,000 can think a little bit in a linear way. Other than that, they're all fucking donuts. And they're no value. They've got no value. Other than, you know, building my apartment and going down the pub and drinking a beer and smoking some fags. That's all the twats do. Do you think these twats ever read a book? They ever philosophise? Are they ever going to fucking do anything other than just be a drone? No, they're not. They're just droning to fucking supply for the fucking masses. That's all they're fucking doing. I too get like this. I often feel it makes me feel terrible after I belittle the meek and the cowards, as my ego takes over and secretly enjoys belittling people, which isn't really wholesome or conducive. Took me years of trial and error, and I still slip up to this day. As when I don't do such things, my heart just stays where it's meant to be, cool, calm, collected, and more importantly, truly peaceful and settled, not this pumped up idiotic rage. So, I mean, assuming that you're suggesting that I have a pumped up idiotic rage, but you see, what you, the viewers, you don't grasp is that my heart doesn't have any difference. Whether whatever I'm saying, there's no difference in the stillness and the tranquility of my heart. I'm just saying stuff. To me, it's just words. And I put the words out there and I leave the emotional connotations to you. And so when and if you feel emotionally affected by them, then then you'll start doing that. And of course, you know, that's the only time really I can entice you into saying anything really. You know, Generally, because I have to emphasise that through the years there's been lots of viewers that have been constant, and you don't say a lot, most of the time, but you're there in the background, and you've seen all this before, and you mostly agree with it. Otherwise, you wouldn't stick around if you never had the stomach for it. If you think, oh, he's a meanie, oh, he's not very spiritual, and all this. No, you know what the Hebraic can say has got a lot of fucking sense. And sometimes you'll feel affected by it because you're not the slimmest of people, you're not the most good looking, you're not the most intelligent, you're pretty lazy, and you've never really achieved much in your life, and all these things. I have a go at everybody, don't I? I have a go at everybody, just to see, okay, so what about this and what about that? Anyway, in here you say that, I like Hitler and the powers that be. Yeah, I love Hitler. I think Hitler was a top bloke, really. If you learn about Hitler, people, then you'll see a whole different facet of what Hitler was about. And if you learn about why he was doing what he was doing, and who he was trying to eradicate, why that was throughout the whole history of thousands of years, then you might think Hitler weren't too bad, really, to be fair. He was doing what any man, any real man, should have done to protect his country. So learn stuff, people. That's what I'm saying to you. I've read Mein Kampf. I've read scores of fucking books about people that wrote stuff about Hitler, and I've watched thousands of fucking documentaries on the war and Hitler and the rising and all that. And so I know a thing or two. I've learned a thing or two about him, and to be quite frank, I can't fault him. There is a hidden hand in this world which likes to make Hitler the fall guy and the bad guy, but the fact of it is, when you look at who was funding Hitler, you'd be very, very surprised and shocked and thoroughly embarrassed, because the people that was supplying Hitler with arms and funds and all the rest of it, oh, lo and behold, they were the people in the top of your government, or they were very, very rich and fucking famous people, powerful people across the planet, and yeah, they're all going, cop for a bit of that, cop for a bit of that, just like they are today. Fingers in pies, and there's machinations going on. The drone industry hasn't got a fucking clue about anything. And so anyway, people, don't give me any advice. Your advice, it isn't going to land. What advice you give me? What all you've done, you see, all you have done is you've projected how you feel. And when you say things like that and do things like what I'm doing, how you feel. Well, that isn't how I feel. I don't carry the weight of it in any shape or form. It means nothing to me. And so I can tell you about the beautiful nature of the cosmos and how to still your heart and everything like that. And then I can have a bit of a caricature, and I can deliver something for a bit of impact. It means nothing. Nothing. It's just words, people. Because ultimately, I don't believe in this thing. I don't believe in the human being. The human being is a fiction. The world is a fiction. And, we live and die, we eat shit and everything like that. And so, look, I'm reading this book, and I speak about this book often. It's called Isis Unveiled, and it's by Madame Blavatsky, one of the founders of the Theosophical Society. And in this book, today, I was reading it, it was saying, from the Buddhist perspective, that the Buddhists worked out a long time ago that there is no essence to the human being. There is consciousness which pertains to the cosmos, and the human being is sharing that speck of consciousness to have this fiction of a reality. And when the human body falls away and dies into the ground, then everything goes back to source. And when you look at the tree standing majestically, been there for 150 years, 300 years, some trees 1,000 years, well, ultimately they're going to fall back into the soil, and they're going to be turned around, and it's all going to be, it will probably next time, it will constitute birds or lizards or slugs or worms. It's the same stuff. compiled in different ways that creates all this stuff. And so that's all you are, that's all anybody is. So just forget about your importance. You're not important. Nothing is important. Not a single thing on this planet, in this dimension, is important as far as we're concerned. Cosmically, there's a reason why it's happening. And, you know, within a few years, everybody will be dead, the world will have turned inside out, and there'll be something else going on. And maybe in 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 years, the dinosaurs will be back on this fucking planet, and no fucker will ever remember the silly pink ape. So just don't get above yourselves. This is what I'm saying. It's pathetic. The human being is pathetic. The silly ego is a pathetic, silly operating system which creates a fiction to give you a sense of reality. There is no reality. So, you know, one day someone's going to engage with me on this level. One day. But anyway, bro, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your concern, but you've been around long enough to know that I adopt this and then I adopt that, and tomorrow I'll be making wonderful videos about 3 little critters probably, or you know, within a week when they come out, and you'll go, oh, that's so wonderful, oh, he's so kind to animals, oh, I like this side of the Awake and Brave. And then maybe I'll speak about, you know, how to get really connected to nature, and they say, oh yes, I like that Awake and Brave, and then the next day I'll tell you what cunt you are. Alright? So you just take the good with the bad. Whatever you think's good and whatever you think's bad. But what I would like, you see, when I'm making these videos, I get a response. And it's often like, oh, your ego, oh, this is sad, and this, that, and the other. I'll tell you what's fucking ego, and I'll tell you what's sad. When you Muppets out there don't have anything to fucking say, when I've put great videos together with great messages, that's fucking sad. And so, when I look at you sad folks, I go, wow, let's give these sad folks a fucking roll around then, shall we? Let's fucking rattle their cages and turn them upside down, inside out, see what they've got to say. And so, just fucking, you know, rip your new arsehole and see if there's anything fucking in there. You know what I'm saying? And you think I'm sad? Look at all you turnips out there that don't ever say anything. And now all you turnips that, oh, I'll come and have a conversation with you. And then it's kind of like, you're biting your nails and your arsehole's going fucking £half-crown sixpence, isn't it? You know, because I said I was going to go to... Honestly, you're a fucking joke. You're a joke. You're a joke. Anyway, there's a few good men. You know who you are. And you've actually come and had a conversation. And I suppose, you know, there's going to be no changes around. Same old, yeah.